Create the things you wish existed. Imagine this. If we got two groups of people with completely different interests, the things that are weird for the first group may be completely normal for the second group. I said all that to tell you I like making weird things. I mostly do off camera, but I decided to share one of them with you for this video. I named this one Dr. Eye, and also created a short comic which you can find on my other Instagram account, The Cipher. Anyway, let's start the video. For the first version of Dr. Eye, I designed a simple and terrible PCB with an ESP8266 and my favorite TFT LCD ST7789. This version was more like a prototype, so I didn't bother myself too much with details. Also, I used the ESP8266 prototype for the CCTV version and it's working. That's all I have to say. And if you wonder why somehow it looks better, because I use this optical glass lens for natural eye effect. Alright, after I was done with ESP8266, I turned to my best friend, the great ESP32. I changed my code and make it compatible with ESP32, and now Dr. Eye actually looks better. Let's compare them side by side. It's a little hard to notice on the camera, but the ESP32 prototype runs much smoother than the ESP8266. For the ESP32 prototype, I tried to add as many features as I could, like an SD card, so I will be able to play video on the TFT LCD. This video is sponsored by JLCPCB. JLCPCB is committed to providing engineers with an effortless and top quality solution for customizing PCBs, enabling efficient hardware development even with limited resources. JLCPCB offers it all: EDA software for seamless design, high-quality PCB manufacturing, extensive component sourcing, and complete PCBA assembly. Simply head over to jlcpcb.com, upload your PCB design files, select your preferences, and your custom PCBs are on their way to you in no time. Check out JLCPCB Engineers Day deals to get $125 off coupons, bulk order discount, and chance to win a $150 Amazon gift card. First, we have the micro SD card slot. I don't have any plans for it yet, but essentially it gives us more storage space for future uses, like playing videos on the TFT LCD. To power the other components at the 3.3 volt, I used an LM1117. And also I added a TP4056 battery charger to make the device portable. Let's not forget about the ESP32, the brain of our PCB. I use the WROOM32U because it takes up less space, which is crucial when working with limited space. Finally, for the display, like the previous prototype, I am using ST7789. But instead of the module, I am using the flat cable version and integrating the LCD into my PCB. Comparing the new version with the previous one, I believe we have made significant progress, but it's not complete yet. I have some issues with the TFT LCD because it is the first time I am using the flat cable version. Hopefully, I will resolve it in the next video. As you may have noticed, there aren't any easy ways to upload the code into the ESP32. So I have to upload the code into the ESP32 before soldering. So I am using ESP32 OTA, which stands for over the air, to upload the codes to my ESP32. It's a really useful ability for the situation like this. I am not finished with this project yet, so I'll come back with more updates in the next video. Hopefully it will be out soon. In the meantime, you can check out the progress on my Instagram. And if you want to support the channel, you can become a Patreon or just share this video with your friends. And always remember, the power to bring into existence the things you dream of lies within you.